Hi, I'm Dr. Eleanor Hart, relationship psychologist, and today I want to tell you something most men completely misunderstand about women. You think that when she pulls away, she's losing interest. You think her silence means rejection. You think her distance means she doesn't care. But here's the truth: often when a woman pushes you away, it's not because she doesn't want you. It's because she wants you more than she can handle. Female psychology is full of contradictions. Desire makes us vulnerable. Love makes us scared. And when those feelings get too strong, many women instinctively retreat, not because the attraction is gone, but because it's too real, too risky, too overwhelming. So today, I'm going to break down the hidden reasons women push away the very men they want most. Once you understand this, you'll stop misreading her fear as rejection, and you'll start seeing the signals for what they really are. Proof of how deeply she feels. 1. Her fear of losing control. It sounds backwards, doesn't it? The moment she wants you most is the moment she begins to push you away. But that contradiction is the very essence of female psychology. Here's the truth. Attraction destabilizes. When she begins to feel real emotions for you, when her heart starts racing and her body betrays her with longing, she also feels something else: fear. Fear of losing control, fear of becoming vulnerable, fear of being the one who cares more. Think about it. With most men, she holds the cards. She can play hot and cold. She can test, tease, pull back, and watch him dance to her rhythm. But with you, the man she actually wants, that control starts to slip, and when control slips, her defenses rise. She pushes you away not because she doesn't want you, but because she wants you too much. Psychologists call this approach avoidance conflict. The closer she feels to you, the more her desire rises. But so does her fear of being hurt. So she pushes away, hoping to shield herself from the very thing she craves. You'll see it in her mixed signals. One moment she's warm, affectionate, and fully present. The next, she's cold, distant, almost hostile. To most men, it feels like rejection. But to the trained eye, it's not rejection, it's protection. Her heart is screaming yes, while her fear whispers no. The stoic man doesn't panic in these moments. He doesn't beg, chase, or demand answers. He holds steady, grounded, calm. Because he understands that when she pushes away, it's not the end. It's a test of stability. If you crumble, she was right to fear. But if you remain unmoved, her fear slowly gives way to trust. A woman's greatest paradox is this: the moment she feels she could lose herself in you is the moment she fights hardest to resist. Not because she doesn't want you, but because she wants you more than she can admit. 2. Her past wounds make desire dangerous. Every woman carries history. Sometimes it's heartbreak, sometimes it's betrayal, sometimes it's the quiet disappointments that stack up over years. And when she finally meets a man who stirs something real inside her, those ghosts wake up. Suddenly, desire feels dangerous. Here's why. If she lets you in, if she surrenders to what she feels, she risks reliving the very pain she swore she'd never allow again. So her instinctive response is to push away, not because she doesn't feel anything, but because she feels too much. Psychologists call this emotional avoidance. When the intensity of desire collides with old wounds, the brain confuses love with danger. So instead of leaning closer, she withdraws. She ghosts you after deep conversations. She picks fights after intimate moments. She creates distance right when the bond feels strongest. This is why some of the most confusing behavior comes from the women who are most invested. A woman who doesn't care will be consistent in her indifference. But the woman who wants you deeply will be inconsistent because she's battling herself. One side aches for you, the other side fears you. The stoic man doesn't take this personally. He understands it's not about him, it's about the shadows she's still carrying. Instead of chasing, he gives her space to wrestle with her own fear. Instead of taking offense, he remains calm and self-assured. And paradoxically, this calmness is what makes her trust him enough to return. Because here's the hidden truth. When she pushes you away at her peak of desire, she's really asking you a question. Are you strong enough to handle the parts of me I don't show anyone else? If the answer is yes, if you remain composed, you'll find that what seemed like rejection was actually the doorway to her deepest love. 3. She tests the strength of your frame. When a woman starts falling for you, she enters dangerous territory because love makes her vulnerable. And a vulnerable woman wants reassurance that the man she's giving her heart to won't collapse under pressure. This is where the tests come in. She'll pick fights over nothing, withdraw her attention, or throw subtle challenges your way. Not because she doesn't want you, but because she wants to see if you're strong enough to handle her at her most difficult. It's paradoxical. She pushes because she wants to know if you'll stay. Psychologists call this security testing. It's rooted in attachment theory. A woman with rising feelings for you needs to know. Can I rely on him? Will he crumble if I make it hard for him? Is his frame stronger than my emotions? The test is her fear speaking. The outcome reveals whether her fear is justified. Most men fail here. They chase harder. They argue. They beg for reassurance. All of these reactions tell her the same thing. I can break him. And the moment she feels she can break you, her respect begins to die. The stoic man knows better. He doesn't fight her tests with anger, nor does he collapse into neediness. He remains calm, steady, even amused by her attempts to shake him. Because he knows what she's really doing, searching for proof that he won't fold. So when she pushes you away, recognize it for what it is, not rejection, but a test. If you hold your ground, she'll feel both relief and attraction. Relief, because her fear of weakness is eased. Attraction, because strength is the one thing she can't resist. In the end, her pushing is not about keeping you out. It's about testing if you're the one strong enough to let in. 4. She wants to protect the depth of her feelings. Here's a hidden truth most men never realize. Sometimes, the reason a woman pushes you away when she wants you most is because her feelings scare even her. Desire can overwhelm. Love can consume. And for many women, the depth of their emotions feels like too much, too risky, too dangerous, too exposing. So instead of surrendering, she retreats. It's not that she doesn't feel enough. It's that she feels too much. This is what psychologists call emotional flooding. When the intensity of feelings surpasses her ability to regulate them, she withdraws as a form of self-preservation. Think of it like her heart overheating. Pulling back is her way of cooling down. You'll see it in contradictions. She'll have a moment where she opens up completely, sharing dreams, laughing uncontrollably, leaning closer than ever before, and then suddenly she shuts down. She gets quiet, distant, cold. It feels like whiplash. But it's not because she lost interest. It's because the intensity of her interest frightened her. Most men misread this and chase harder, desperate to bring back the warmth. But the stoic man understands. Her retreat is not the end, but a pause. He doesn't panic. He doesn't crowd her. He gives her the space to breathe while holding steady in his own frame. And here's the paradox. The more he allows her that space without judgment, the safer she feels to return. In time, she learns that her intensity isn't something she has to hide, that he can handle it, and that safety transforms fear into devotion. So when she pushes you away at her peak of desire, understand, she's not rejecting you. She's protecting herself from feelings so strong, they scare even her. And the man who stays grounded during that storm becomes the man she'll never let go. If you want to uncover more of these hidden truths about female psychology, the ones women feel but never admit, hit that subscribe button right now. and drop the word calm in the comments if you've ever seen a woman push you away, only to later realize she wanted you more than she could admit. Because once you learn to read the push for what it really is, you'll never mistake fear for rejection again.